YouTubers, what's going on? Got another knife for you to look at today. This is a brand new one from Southern Grind. This is the new Spider Monkey, which is a brand new model for this year. Just came out. Very few dealers even have them right now. It was, I believe it was announced right before Blade Show. So, just a little background on the brand, because some of you may not be familiar with Southern Grind. You probably are familiar with that name though, Zach Brown from the Zach Brown Band. He's a country music star. He has his own basically knife making company, and what's cool about Southern Grind is they're made in the U.S. over there in Georgia, and all the proceeds from their knife sales go to what they call Camp Southern Grind. And Camp Southern Grind is a year-round camp and conference center for children and families, and it's basically a place where they can go and learn skills and teamwork and kind of a positive, healthy environment. So it's kind of his way of giving back to the community. So all the proceeds from his sales of knives go towards that, which is really cool. You know, good cause, because he's probably pretty wealthy with his music career. He doesn't need the money, so it's nice to see him give back to the community there. So let's take a look at the knife though. So cool story behind the knife. I mean, it makes you want to buy a knife from this guy, right? And they only have a couple models as far as folders. They forever only had one called the Bad Monkey. And that one's actually, I've never actually handled the Bad Monkey. It's very similar, it's just a larger version of this. But the Bad Monkey's been out for a while, and it's gotten good reviews from quite a few reviewers on YouTube. I apologize for the background noise. My air conditioner is making a weird sound. So, the Bad Monkey is a pretty... That's really distracting, I apologize. A really large knife. But the Spider Monkey was what this one is. This is a more EDC friendly knife, and the Bad Monkey was carbon fiber material scales, also same kind of pocket clip. It had the Emerson Wave on it. You could get it with or without the Emerson Wave, I believe. And it also, I think the biggest criticism of that knife is it used 14C 28N steel instead of using a higher end steel. And for the price point, people were kind of turned off by that. So. But on the Spider Monkey, they made an improvement in the steel. They went with S35 VN, which has got to be the most popular steel used right now. I can think of ZT's using it exclusively, not exclusively, but the majority of their knives now. The Chris Sabenzas have been using it to S35 VN for years. Kaiser uses S35 VN in a lot of steels, Riate. So a lot of companies using S35. It's a great steel. I have no qualms, or it holds a good edge. It's not too hard to sharpen. So the Spider Monkey is a smaller version of the Bad Monkey, but it does have the upgraded steel. So for about 220 is what these run, 230. You get S35 VN steel, titanium liners, really nicely done carbon fiber. It's got kind of a texturing to it, like halfway down the scale, and then up here it's a little more smooth, which is kind of a cool feature. So you can kind of see those lines here to kind of give you a little bit more grip down there where you're holding the knife, and then up here it's a little bit smoother. So that's kind of a cool feature of the knife. Size wise, it's about perfect. It's got a 3 1/4 inch blade. There's my little guy. I apologize about that background noise. I don't even know what that sound is, what's going on there. Sounds like it may be our water actually running. So you're about 7.5 inches overall length, with, like I said, a 3 1/4 inch blade, and your closed length is over just about 4 1/4 inches closed. So good sized knife for EDC. That's kind of what they were going for, and they hit it right on the head. I think this is about the optimal size for me anyway. But they do have the Bad Monkey if you want something bigger. That's closer to a 4-inch blade. Weight wise, you're right on the dot at 3 ounces. I knew it felt very light in the hand, which is awesome. So that's awesome. 3 ounces is a great weight. Makes it possible to carry anytime, really. You've got a Emerson style clip, but it's shortened, so you don't have as much clip sticking out. So it's not going to be deep carry, but it's not so much pocket clip sticking out, with the Southern Grind logo on there. And then you got the monkey right there on the pivot. Now the Bad Monkey had a proprietary pivot. It's kind of having a hard time focusing there. There we go. This has got a Torx pivot, which is nice, but the handle screws are proprietary, similar to like a Microtech almost. You have a lanyard hole There is no option to switch the clip, so it is tip up right hand only. So this is really not a lefty friendly knife. So sorry lefties, you're out of there. It's got a good lockup pretty early. No stick. It's got some little bit of jimping there on the liner lock that is not too aggressive, but does aid if you're wearing gloves or something to help you unlock that knife a little easier. It's an open pillared construction. You do have some nice standoffs there. I'm not sure if they're titanium or what they are. Being that the liners are titanium, there's a good chance, but so it's a really and how light the knife is, I would imagine they are titanium standoffs. We'll have to try maybe to anodize them or something. So really good size knife, really good looking blade shape. I believe they're offering this in a Tanto version as well. At least I know the Bad Monkey comes in Tanto, so I'm thinking this one does. But you got your kind of your typical drop point here, which is nice. Like I said, they did away with the Emerson Wave, but you've still got that thumb ramp, which I've always liked about the Emerson Wave, is that thumb ramp. So this knife is extremely comfortable in the hand. This got this nice finger choil here that just locks your finger in. You're not going to slip up on that blade. It's got, you know, a nice stone-washed S35 VM blade. Sharp, yeah, very sharp out of the box actually. Lanyard holes, so it's a really great overall knife, man. And for just over 200 bucks, you know, you're getting a USA made knife that, you know, when you buy it, the benefits of it going to help the community and charity, and so to speak, is really cool. It gives you kind of a better feeling about, you know, your purchase and where you're spending your money. So very cool model for them for this year. I'm very excited about it. I've been excited about it since it was announced at Blade Show. Actually, I think I heard about it on, there we go, that sound finally stopped. I'm sorry about that, guys. I think I first heard about this at before Blade. I believe it was on their Facebook. Maybe it was on the USN forum. So really cool. It's a smooth knife. It is on phosphorus bronze washers. You can actually see the washers pretty easily through there. Let's see. Yeah, you can make them out pretty easily. They're pretty big, it looks like. I haven't taken the knife apart. I just got it in the mail. It's got a smooth action. Flips nicely. Yeah, very nice. Big thumb studs on both sides that have, that's pretty cool. It's almost like they have jimping on them, and the jimping on the thumb stud matches it almost perfectly to that on the blade up here on the thumb ramp. So that's a pretty nice little touch there. Came dead centered, so very good quality. Fit and finish is really excellent. The carbon fiber is really nice. The cutout for the liner lock is good. I mean, solid lockup, no play, great ergos, no hot spots. I mean, right there is the money spot. You still got a little knife hanging off there, so you got a little ledge there. Really good size. Really digging it. I'm looking around for something to compare it to, and all I got on me right now is the Ralph Silent Soldier, which isn't really a good comparison. Well, actually, look at that. Pretty close in size there. The Browse obviously has the smaller blade of the two by quite a bit. Nice carbon fiber comparison for you too. I would say it's a little bit bigger. I know it's a little bit bigger than the Lion Steel TRE that I reviewed recently, and about the same size as the Browse Caliber I just got in. So good size, not too big, good size for EDC, lightweight, 3 ounces. I have no complaints about this one at all. I can't think. So far, so good. First impressions video. Very impressed for the price on this one. I think this will be a hot seller for them. I know the Bad Monkey was a good seller. The Spider Monkey, I think, will be even better though, because it's a more EDC friendly size. You get an upgraded steel on there. So, very cool knife, guys. Very excited about this one. Any questions or comments on this video or on this knife in general, leave them down below, and we will see you on the next video. Just kidding. One thing I noticed is it does still have a little bit of a wave, and so I put it in my pocket, and you can actually wave it out of your pocket. Yeah, it's definitely not as easy as the Emerson Wave, but it's still waveable, so if that's a feature you like, it still has that option. Alright guys, this time for real, shutting it down. See you on the next one.